The last rep kind of resembles to me like the last play of a game or like the last sprint in practice. You want to give it your all. So I do everything the best and the hardest to last. Because you never know when you need that extra burst of energy, like you're backed against the wall and it's 15 seconds up on the clock, you're up by 3. They're about to score on your 2-yard line. Like, are you gonna bow your back and knock them back? You're just gonna back down and let them score. That's how I think about it. So the last rep of everything is the best. My name is Alfano, class of 2019, defensive end at Colonia High School, and I'm going to take you guys through this crazy leg workout. So today's day 2, so we'll go back squat, clean pose, leg press, hex bar jumps, all that stuff. So it's crazy leg day today, so we'll get going. Basically, I train like this every time I lift heavy, so my muscles know what's coming already. So it's like muscle memory almost. So when they know I'm doing heavier weight, that they just bang out easily, they know that I'm gonna work up like to heavier sets. So I'm like basically ready to push real hard into the ground and stuff. This is just a little part of my warm up, so we'll do this for like 3, pretty easy. You think it go up? Yeah, word. Woo. Pretty good. I think I'm gonna hit my mark today. So we'll see how we feel next set. I'm going. This is 5:45 for 3. This would be my PR right now. 5:45 for 3. I don't really know what my 1 rep max is, so hopefully we'll find that out soon. I'm aiming for like 600 at the end of the, 600 for before the beginning of the season. So hope you get that on video soon too. Ah! 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 Holy. I hope it's up there. I really do hope it's up there. I know I like comparing myself. I mean, you know Saquon Barkley, obviously. When I went to Penn State, he actually had a 600-pound squat. So even though I'm like relatively like close to that, but like as a senior in high school, it's kind of really good. Right before, hopefully I go to the draft, I want to be like near like the 700 mark. Hopefully, because I mean, squatting is one of the most important one of the most important lifts out of all of them. I can really say that my success is definitely due to how strong my legs are. Because I've always had a strong a strong lower half. Like, basically like this. So my freshman year, I could barely push 225, like up on, I'm talking about bench. And my freshman year, actually at Bergen, I never back squatted, I always front squatted. My front squat was always like 405, because front squat is a lot harder than back squat for some reason. And it was always like in the high fours and stuff like that. And I always dedicate my success to my lower half, because my core really wasn't that strong when I was a freshman or in 8th grade. So everything I did was from my legs. It kept me stout and kept me ready. So that's this exercise definitely got me through. One of the main reasons why I'm a D1 athlete, to be honest with you. When you go so heavy on squat, your back's trying to keep your torso straight with aligned perfectly with your legs. So when you go down, your back is consistently fighting that weight. It's because the weight wants to go forward, and your lower back's trying to keep it back from, and having 545 pounds on your back, like on your back muscles, trying to keep it straight up. It's kind of, when you're driving through, you kind of want to look up. So because when you look up, your chest is bigger, and you kind of have a little arch in your back, and you just kind of make sure you get low enough. You want to feel like you get down to that low, like about right here, and then you kind of want to push up like that. So, whew. All right, I think I'm gonna go clean pulls. Right now, clean pulls is like basically cleaning, but like without the catch part. So I'm just pulling up with heavy weights, just try to get my, basically with heavier weight. So when I do want to go heavy on my power clean, I'm coming up and I bring it up high enough so I can pop right under it and get good form. This is kind of like my warm up. This is like really light. We'll go like 250 on for the heavy ones. So it's all about like getting that one, because I could do it with this. So I'm just gonna do a hang clean for you guys. So it's like, you wanna focus on getting that up, because when you get that up, you wanna be able to pop right under it, like that. So the more power you have generating coming up, the easier it is to get under the weight. Because if it's heavy, really heavy, you have to use a lot of your hips to really get low and get under it. And it would be harder for you to stand up with the weight if it's really heavy. So the higher you get it, the better. No. 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 Lightweight, yep. We could go a little heavier, but I know today that squat took everything out of me. These two, these are all four of them are 100-pound weights. So there's about 200 pounds on both sides, but it's a warm up for the leg press. So, and the thing is too, you don't want to like lock your legs out, because if you lock your legs out, you can hurt your knees. So you want to keep them bent at all times. Whew. Legs are crazy right now, bro. Crazy. Wow. I tell you tomorrow, my leg's gonna be noodles. So this is how we'll finish out leg day. We'll finish out with like, a really explosive movement, which would be like Hex Bar Squat Jumps. So instead of being like a squat jump with a deadlift, because this is essentially deadlift without it being in the back and less strain in your back. So it's more of like you getting in the hole and you exploding up in the air, getting all those like fast twitch muscle fibers going and stuff. So. Definitely a good leg day.
We're gonna go eat. I'm gonna grab some grub real quick, some good food. Gotta fill these legs back up with some protein and stuff, because tomorrow they're gonna be dying for something, so.
I'll do this for 3, and I'll probably go 230 for 3. But if I'm feeling real good, I'll just go to my heaviest and I'll just pump it up for 3, and then I'll go on to my dumbbells and stuff. 3, 2, 1. Felt a little heavy, but we'll go up a little more. We'll see what I can do today. Woo. Now we need clips for this. 3, 2, 1. That was that's all I got today. Most I've ever done, like my best day ever was 405. But we'll just leave it like that, and I go to my other workouts and stuff. So today's bench press, so then we'll go hang clean squats. Best exercise, probably my back squat. I get like 545 for like 3 reps. And then deadlift, I get like 585, 600. So probably my best one, my power clean's like 315 around there, 315, 320. So it's getting there though. But yeah, these are my 4 most important exercises that I do like almost every single workout, at least once a week. I literally try to do nothing Saturdays and Sundays, just lay around, play PS4, hang out with friends and stuff. But other than that, like every day's a grind, so that's what we do. Oh, this has to do with like instinct and like reaction time. And I mean, when you're coming off the ball out of your stance, that initial like first step when you get your hips under you before the other guy does, you'll blow them back, and it's been a nightmare for all offensive linemen. So you had a good power clean. I mean, it's gonna be pretty hard to stop you. Then our next workout's like incline dumbbell. In order for you to become a good football player, you gotta be a good athlete. And the weight room is where that happens. And I mean, listen, I started out in 7th grade benching 210s on both sides, like not being able to get up 135. And I mean, it's just persistency and hard work that just like every day, you know, that's just like grind. You know, it's like you see your gains coming, and you see you gaining weight every week. You see, oh, like that, I got that little muscle right there, you know, like that wasn't there. Like my chest was a little harder today, you know, like stuff like that just makes you want to keep getting better. But then when you get to go on the field and embarrass someone else in front of their families, I mean, that kind of sounds a little wrong, but I mean, like when you get to put someone else on the spot, you know that you're the best person on the field at all times, it's just like, it's a great feeling, that no one can physically come close to you. So the weight room's just, you got to do it. So, I mean, until my joints can't bend no more, I'm gonna lift until after football. But I mean, it's really important. Can't stress it enough. It's like a Bible regimen, you know. So the 125s, right? 125s is the heaviest here, right? Yeah. Kind of gotta get the DOS up there, man. No one's touched these in years, so be the first one to touch these in like a while. I did those in the beginning when I first got here, but now it just became like pumping them out now, so that one's even more dusty. It has a little cobweb on it. This is what happens when no one's on your level yet. Ready?
Yeah. Come on.
Woo! Pretty good. Feel a little stronger than I did on the bench today. So then we'll go like dumbbell shrugs, probably with the 90s, lat pull downs, all that good stuff. So. The last rep kind of resembles to me like the last play of a game or like the last sprint in practice. You want to give it your all. So I do everything the best and the hardest the last. Because you never know when you need that extra burst of energy, like your back's against the wall and it's 15 seconds up on the clock, you're up by 3. They're about to score on your 2-yard line. Like, are you gonna bow your back and knock them and knock them back? You're just gonna back down and let them score. That's how I think about it. So the last rep of everything is the best.
Get your money in the coach dog. All right, we'll see everybody tomorrow.
Family on 3.
1, 2, 3, family!